Hello, welcome To Be Human podcast, episode 4 on the nature of existence. And this is yet again an iteration. As I mentioned in episode 3, I would be doing iterations for, episode 3 and 4 because I got a bit distracted when I was recording on New Year's Eve. And yeah, that has led me to, make the choice that, during the podcast, I'm going to set a higher bar in future. Um, but yeah, anyway, nature of existence. Time to talk about it again. So, yeah, the nature of existence. The true nature of existence is unknown because, we can't really know the full nature of existence. Like, there's different theories on, how the universe is, how it's created, whether it's by gods or not. You know, you know, you know, there are many theories on, the nature of existence and also like, if there's an afterlife or not or all that sort of stuff. So here's why I believe, the nature of existence is, there's all the concepts, ideas, matter, energy, all that in the world, and you know, you know, that, may or may not be, God, you know, every idea may be just God, because if God is rule of all, then would God be every idea ever? Possibly. But if it were to have a conscious, who knows what consequences, may happen to the whole world, if not multiverse, if there is a multiverse, which I definitely hope there is. But yeah, you know, the consequences on that scale would be huge. But yeah, there's many theories on what God is, if there's a God at all, you know, you know, you know, and when I say God, I don't think, God is, a God with a conscience. It's just every idea because, you know, yeah, I'm just putting a word to basically it because, I guess things need words. So yeah, so yeah. Why is God but just a word? That is somehow very, like, deep and philosophical. But, but yeah, yeah, I guess, we'll never know if there's God or not. We'll never know the full nature of existence. We'll never know many things. We'll never know if there's an afterlife. I hope there's an afterlife because I don't want to die when I die. I'm kind of preferably want to continue to live. But yeah, there's, you know, no guarantee of that. So if I've only got one life, I'm gonna live it. You know, as cringy as the saying is, YOLO. you know, you only live once. You know, so despite like cringe behind the word YOLO, it does have meaning behind it because after all it's a um what's the term for multiple layers put together? An anagram, is that right? I forget. Despite English being my first language, you know, sometimes I don't remember, the meaning of words. And sometimes I don't know the meaning of words anyway, because there's many, many words in the English, you know, dictionary language, whatever. Yeah. Pull out the thesaurus, to, find synonyms and antonyms for different words and all that. Yeah. Um, but yeah. So, you know, you know, there are many, you know, you know, theories of, the nature of existence, God, afterlife, all that, you know, like existence is both chaotic and beautiful. Like, it's a balance of between, good and bad stuff, You can't really control life. You can't really control existence, truthfully. You know, all the best you can do is control your life and live your life until the end of it, where it ends at, death or not. You know, we have yet to find out what happens after death. So, yeah. And by, the scientific answer, most likely we're dead, which is, not great. But, by religion standards, you know, there's an afterlife. But in the end of the day, we don't really know. So technically, on a theoretical, it's a 50-50 chance. It's a coin flip. Science, would argue, you know, you know, it's just death, no other way around it, 100% chance of death. And, religion would argue the opposite, 100% chance of, an afterlife, whether it's a good one or a bad one, you know, whether it's heaven or hell or something in between. So, even when it comes down to that, it's, a 50 chance basically. Well, it's more like a, technically, if there are, afterlives that sit somewhere in the middle, then it's more like a 33% chance. So, yeah, meaning technically the odds are like, you know, like, I'm just trying to do some quick math in my head actually. Be faster just to open up, calculator and okay. So yeah, basically, if you break it down that way, it's basically a 50% chance that you're dead, a 16, 0.666 whatever, chance that you go to heaven or something equivalent of heaven, a place that it seems, perfect and good and happy, but it's not my ideal afterlife. My ideal afterlife is one that I can control and keep, make certain there's good and bad to it, So it basically be just like real life, but, I hopefully would ideally be able to control, who can enter or not, So I can keep annoying people out, but, allow friends and family in, you know, you know, they have the keys to, get in, and yeah. Yeah, but yeah, basically, a 16% chance of something in between, like something similar to like limbo, where it's not quite, hell, but infinite caves that are completely dark, and you don't know, you know, you know, you know, you know, like, you know, like, you can't, see in it. Limbo kind of sucks. Probably one of the worst of the mill options, but still, I guess at least you're not in hell, living in eternal darkness, you know, you know, I guess isn't the worst fate you could be before, and who knows, you might just run across someone else in the infinite darkness, so, you know, could be bad, could be worse, with limbo, but, you know, at least you're somewhere in the middle. So yeah. And then lastly, 16% chance of hell or something equivalent. So yeah. So yeah, by those odds, breaking it down that way, you know, you know, breaking up everything evenly, you know, because we don't really know the truth, we can only theorize. So, yeah, again, I like to go with, the middle until I know, which technically, if I die, I won't know, but, you know, you know, that's just fate that I'll have to face eventually, no matter what. But yeah, that means you're more likely to, you know, end up in something bad than good, You know, reality is cruel. You know, realism is cruel, but I guess it is how it is, You know, that's just sometimes how the world works. The nature of existence can be fairly cruel and unforgiving. So yeah. But yeah, you know, we never know until we die, Nature of existence, you know, could have many infinite possibilities. We just don't know yet. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, again, I'm running out of things to talk about in this iteration, because yeah, again, this is an iteration that will be added on before, you know, the original video, because I still want to keep it, because, you know, it shows the process, but whatever, But yeah, yeah, nature of existence can be good or bad, you know, ups and downs, up and down on the merry-go-round, empty words into this page I write. Now you find it's the end of your line. Tuck your one and kiss good night. We performing, rewrite the norm. The chaos heart be booming. From the void, the circus horns proclaim the power consuming. Do 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 do, bum bum. Yeah, that the Mentio song with man on the internet's lyrics, Oh God, just trapped in the endless spiral, you know, because I guess that's, life, you know, you know, I don't think, life is a loop because sure we're ending up at a similar place each time, but nonetheless there'll be different people eventually. So it's more of a spiral than a loop. So yeah, Alan Wake 2 kinda seems to be, correct on, existence, because sure it seems like we're ending up at the same place time and time again, but things are ever so slightly being altered each time, you know. Nothing is exactly the same as it was before. Like, sure, I'm doing this video again, you know, re-recording it in a way, but nonetheless the words I'm saying are different. The meaning behind them may still be relatively the same, so it's still relatively in the same position, but nonetheless we have technically moved through the thing, so it's, more of a spiral than a loop. So yeah, yeah, but yeah. But yeah, I think that's all I really have to say. So I'll leave it back to past me again, Yeah. Even though past me got distracted a bit, but, I don't want to remove it, But yeah, that will be it from, current me back to past me. Hello, welcome to the To Be Human podcast, episode 4. This one, I think, will be on the nature of existence, but there could be more to this as you can see, I'm currently joining a server. But yeah, the nature of existence and possibly more. Um, so, existence is complicated because, you know, there's so many different definitions of what existence could be. You know, like, you know, is there a multiverse? Is there no multiverse? Who created existence? Is there God? You know, you know, existence, for all intents and purposes, is a mystery. And, you know, we'll never fully know the nature of existence, because there could be so much more that we may never see. Or we may see it, because another thing is, do we die when we die? Is there an afterlife? Is there, you know, you know, you know, life after death? Many, many questions, a lot of them with no answers, you know, you know, because there's many gods that, have been, created by humanity. There's many, forms of heaven and hell and, afterlives. I'm one of the only people that I know of that's made a pre-life, something before life, if there even is such a thing. I wonder if there's other theories on pre-lives, like a life before life. I don't know, because you usually hear about the afterlife, but pre-life, that's something exceptionally rare that gets brought up in, conversation. And from my knowledge, there isn't like any proper, you know, you know, ones that I've ever heard of. But I guess that depends on your definition of proper. But yeah, but yeah, existence is, both beautiful and chaotic and everything in between. You accidentally made it 2-player? Oh, oh. That means me loading in won't even matter. Ooh. Well, that's an oopsies. Valve, please fix. I don't think Valve can fix this one. I think Goblin's gonna have to, stop and restart it. To make it, I think the next uh, thing is 4-player because you can't choose the select number of players on Gmod because it's like 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, something, something, something. Gary Newman, please fix. I don't think Gary Newman is gonna fix a small issue like, this one player happened to make this server 2-player. Should we add a feature where there's an option for, 3 players? Nah. But that's very funny. Yeah, Gary has moved on to Sandbox, I believe. Which is basically going to be Gmod 2. Except not really Gmod 2 because it has its own name, but still essentially will be Gmod 2. I think it stopped. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to exit. Yeah, I am right. It goes 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, and 128. It's very peculiar. Why do you always get 1 FPS when loading a map? I don't know. Maybe it's Gmod being Gmod, or maybe it's the computer. I don't know. Yeah, again, I clicked join just before the invite. I love how this keeps happening. But yeah, the nature of existence is complex, to say the least. Is there a God? Maybe. Who knows? my definition of God is technically all concepts, all of reality, everything, every idea, every piece of matter, you know, everything is technically God. But that also, but does that mean humans are gods? I mean, kinda. Especially if, our stories become real multiverses, then yeah. Hello? You're in Doom. Barrel. Oh, I can see the HP of it. That's a... Wait, why does the gun look like that? That gun looks interesting. What the? Oh, lovely, I'm no longer immortal. Which, speaking of immortality, you know, by the nature of existence, like, if there's an afterlife, that means, you know, like, immortality is a thing if there's an afterlife. Which, if the case is yes, then, you know, how would you cope with immortality if you can't give up immortality? Because immortality is a blessing and a curse. Now we do the dance. I do not hear you. Like, I do not hear you at all. Oh, this is a problem. Let me make certain my audio's good. Game volume, sound effect volume. Oh, I heard a cat. I'm just quickly checking my audio. Voice transmit volume, voice receive volume. Make certain that's all good. But yeah, immortality with no death kind of sucks, but also, immortality can be interesting. I guess it's just all based on view, and that's actually poison. Let me make certain all my options are good. Audio's good. Voice should be on. Enable voice in game. Yep, that should be. Everything should be fine. Oh yeah, and when I'm in multiplayer, I'm gonna have to first change my stream output to 3000. I forget I have to do this while I'm in Gmod because Gmod, for some... Oh. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Welcome. Hopefully it won't be
Hi.
annoying with the double audio. Unless you mute my
Look at me.
stream.
Hope I can.
Pick up the can, did you say?
Yeah. Pick it up.
Where's the can? Oh, you mean the barrel.
Nuh-uh. Pick it up. Yippee! Yay!
Also, welcome to being
Now
the
it's my
first
turn.
official guest of the podcast.
Yippee!
Nic ne staće plina. Dobro da svi u kući. Malo ga ljudi. Nek još grmoči. Evo, taman ne staje. Dobro. Malo počne.
So, come on, where's the sensor?
Yippee!
There it is. I've never used the Steam thing before. Because usually I just use Discord.
Oh god.
I love the hair dogs.
Follow me.
Where do you go?
Well, I'll show you. You're
Oh,
right
you
here.
went this
Look
way.
at this, bro. You have to look at this. You have to look at this. Garfield.
I did not know there was an add-on with Garfield. That is the funniest thing I've probably seen in Gmod.
Yellow cat.
God, my lag is really bad.
Why is it laggy?
I'm at 400 ping.
Oh god.
I guess that's me because I'm Australian, but it's never usually this bad.
Oh god. Why is it also me laggy? I'm like at good ping. Like what's actually going on?
I know I can be a little bit laggy sometimes, but not to an excessive amount.
Wait. do you have any other Steam games? Because like maybe because they won't be laggy like this. Oh my god.
Um, well, I have other multiplayer games. Uh, one of the easiest is usually was going to be in later, which is VR chat.
VR chat like blue screens every time for me. And one time I
Damn,
almost lost my all of and one time when I tried to play I almost lost all my data.
damn.
So I don't play anymore. Maybe because of the security update or something.
Yeah. I
Like
remember the
Gmod,
security update. That's
I hate it. You know what? I'm going to try to download VR chat again, but this time I'll like try to find a video like how to like remove it.
yeah.
Okay, I can't go now.
But yeah, I'm gonna continue the the stuff of my podcast. Anyway,
Okay, okay. It's
you
been nice
can
meeting
input
you,
if you
Batman.
wish to. What's that screaming?
Cause Squidward, he's
I
screaming
did
in
not
pain.
recognize that was Squidward.
He's screaming in pain. Okay, see ya. And I hope you have a happy new year. Yippee.
Yep.
See ya.
Happy New Year.
Yippee.
But yeah. Um, back to the nature of existence. So I'll launch a new one. I was not found. But yeah, yeah, I will. Just give me a sec. But yeah, the nature of existence is, a mystery. Let's see. There we are. Enter. Hopefully that should go through. But yeah, the nature of existence is, you know, there's a lot of nuance to it. So since I'm speaking about, speaking about the afterlife, maybe I'll try and figure out the ideal afterlife, which the ideal afterlife for me probably be the same as real life, because, heaven's too perfect and hell is, too bad. But honestly, real life is kinda hell at times, so maybe it'd be a bit more of a secluded afterlife where it can just be, you know, only certain people are allowed to enter. I get to choose, who has the keys to, it, so, friends, family, all that. That'd be an ideal afterlife. One that's like real life, and one that I can, do what I wish with it. So if one thing seems, too boring, or, I can switch it out, over time, and like it slowly evolves over time. But yeah, what else can I talk about the nature of existence? Other than afterlife and God, multiverse thing, that's what I do all the time with Michael. Michael in the multiverse. I really hope it won't be laggy for when you join, because if it is something from my side, oh, that's going to be painful. But at least I think it's from my side, and if you're laggy as well, that will only further prove that I probably am in need of restoring my Gmod at some point. Probably not today, but at some point. But hopefully it won't be laggy. But yeah, the multiverse. I definitely hope the multiverse exists. I definitely hope, my story technically becomes real in the multiverse, So yeah, like if not, like our stories become real in the multiverses, yet to be seen. I hope is true. As that way, Michael's definitely going to keep his promise to me. I don't think Michael's one that would break a promise. So yeah. Hopefully the multiverse is real. You don't need a VR headset for VR chat. despite, you know, the name VR chat, you don't actually need a headset. I'm surprised how many people still don't know that about VR chat. Oh, you do know? Wait, did I misread? Maybe. Oops, my bad. My bad. Alright, that says AR. CV. My brain. Can it read? But yeah, I definitely hope the multiverse does exist within existence. So yeah. So yeah. To recap so far, I do think there is a God, but it's all of existence. Afterlife, if there is one, hopefully it be ideally one that I could control. And yeah, multiverse hopefully is it. But yeah, existence is both, beautiful and chaotic. What else can I talk about, the nature of existence? Other than there's like seemingly balanced, well, most of it is, dark space, empty from what we can tell, which, is why I sort of have a theory of, anti-existence, a world that is filled with nothing but light and energy and only has like small pockets of darkness, potentially created by, rare cases of something eating the matter, or, like rare cases of a black hole where I assume that world would be made of mainly white holes, the theoretical opposite of a black hole where it spits out matter, energy, and light. And yeah. But if it has, both, black and white holes, then why don't we have any white holes here? In our universe, as far as we can tell, maybe only one can exist in one and one can exist in the other. Maybe the other world doesn't have black holes at all. We'll never know. Yeah, I saw the notification that Bob's in VR chat. I guess they're just testing it out to see if it'll work. But yeah. The nature of existence is perplexing, to say the least. And yeah. You hear? Nice. Welcome. I am immortal. Yar. Welcome. But yeah, the nature of existence is unknown, I guess. It's an anomaly, it's an enigma. Don't really have much else to say on it, so yeah. "17 frames per second, oof. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with my Gmod that must affect anyone that joins me. I'm definitely gonna have to investigate that more thoroughly. Potentially uninstall and reinstall Gmod at a later date and get my friend Sky to see and do some tests with me. So it's definitely because of me. God damn. This is a pain. I wish it wasn't the case, because that means no lag for others, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, Combine. But yeah, I'll probably end the recording of this podcast because I think I've said all I wanted to say. So yeah. And yeah. So yeah. Thank you all for watching the To Be Human, oh god, Hunter Chopper podcast. Not the Hunter Chopper podcast, the To Be Human podcast. And yeah, that'll be it for this recording.